Have you ever looked back at a relationship that could have been safe, stable, and deeply supportive and wondered why it still collapsed straight at the finish line? Have you ever seen someone finally meet a rare partner who was willing to build a life together, only to watch them ruin it with one careless choice they kept calling no big deal? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to tell you a story that stays in your chest for a long time. Not because it is dramatic, but because it is painfully familiar. A story about a man who met the kind of partner people pray to meet. A partner who could have become his refuge and his turning point. And yet he still managed to destroy the relationship with his own hands. And here are the two ideas I want you to hold from the very beginning. First, meeting the right person is not the finish line. It is the entrance exam. A good relationship does not only test whether you can be loved, it tests whether you can carry love without breaking it. Second, the most ruthless part of karma is not the big obvious evil that everyone agrees is wrong. The most ruthless part of karma is the small lucky gamble you keep calling just once. Nobody will know. It will not affect anything. Karma does not only record what you did. Karma records what you became willing to do and what you became willing to hide. Now let me tell you the story. But I will tell it like we are sitting together and I am trying to help you see what is usually invisible. The story begins in a normal city. The kind of city where people commute, complain about traffic, scroll their phones at night, and pretend they are fine while quietly feeling lost. There was a man in his late 20s. Let us call him Aaron, 29 years old. A stable job. Not a model, but decent looking. The kind of confidence that comes from being socially smooth. He knew how to talk. He knew how to make people laugh. He had friends. He had invitation. He had nights out. From the outside, he looked like a man who had life under control. From the inside, he felt like he was always running from something. He did not call it that. He would say he was busy. He would say he was stressed. He would say he deserved to relax. He would say his social life was networking. He would say, "This is just how men are." But if you listened carefully, you could hear a quiet emptiness inside all of that noise. The emptiness was not romantic. It was not poetic. It was the emptiness of someone who never learned how to sit with himself without needing a distraction. Aaron grew up in a family that was not wealthy. His parents worked hard. His father was honest but quiet. His mother was strong and anxious. She pushed him. She wanted him to rise. She wanted him to be somebody. When he was young, he heard the same message again and again: do not end up like your father. Become successful. Become respected. That kind of message can create ambition. That it can also create a hidden wound. Because the child learns something dangerous. Love is connected to performance. Respect is connected to status. Worth is connected to what people think. Aaron carried that wound into adulthood, and he developed a coping habit that looked like confidence but was actually hunger. He loved being admired. He loved being the fun one. He loved being seen as connected. He loved being the guy who always had stories. He thought that was self-confidence, but it was oft an ego wearing a nice suit. Then, right around the time he began to feel, maybe I should settle down, he met her. Let us call her Lana. Lana was 32, 3 years older. Not the kind of beauty that stops a room, but the kind of presence that makes a room calmer. When she spoke, her eyes did not rush. When she listened, she did not perform. She worked in project management, practical, organized, steady. She did not chase attention. She did not chase romance like a fantasy. She carried a quiet maturity that many people do not recognize until they lose it. They met at a gathering of friends. Aaron did not notice her at first. He even thought she might be a little boring, because she was not trying to entertain anyone. She was not laughing loudly. She was not showing off. But that night, Aaron drank more than usual. He started talking the way some men talk when the mask slips. He complained about stress. He complained about unfairness. He complained about how heavy life felt. Most people responded the way people do. Some teased him. Some told him to man up. Some nodded politely and changed the subject. Lana did something different. She listened. She did not judge him. She did not try to fix him with a slogan. Then she said one simple sentence that landed like a stone in a still pond. "You are tired, but you can live in a different way." That was it. Nothing dramatic. No romance movie line. But Aaron felt something move inside him. Because he realized how long it had been since someone looked at him like a human being instead of a performer. After that night, he reached out to her. Lana did not respond the way he was used to. She was not overly excited. She did not chase him. She did not act impressed. Her pace was slow. Her boundaries were real. She did not fall into flirtation as a sport. That made Aaron uncomfortable at first, because his ego was used to controlling the emotional temperature of the room. But something in her steadiness attracted him. Because deep down, even the most chaotic heart wants rest. They started dating. Slowly, not as a game, not as a performance, as something real. And this is where the story becomes both warm and dangerous. Aaron began to change. He went out less. He drank less. He stopped joining meaningless late-night gatherings. He came home earlier. He learned to cook with Lana. He walked with her after dinner. He listened to her talk about her day. His friends noticed. They joked about him becoming domestic. Aaron joked back, saying he was just maturing. But privately, he felt something he had not felt in years. He felt safe. The strange thing is that some people do not know how to hold safety. Safety feels unfamiliar. Safety feels quiet. Safety does not give the quick dopamine hit of being chased, praised, and desired by many people at once. Safety can feel like boredom to someone addicted to stimulation. And that is the first hidden karmic danger. Not that you meet a good person, but that your nervous system does not know how to live in goodness without craving chaos. After 1 year, Lana calmly suggested meeting parents and discussing marriage. She did not pressure him. She simply spoke like an adult. "We are not children. If we are serious, we move forward. We do not waste time." Aaron agreed, and he felt proud. "Look at me," he thought. "I found a rare woman. I can do this." If the story ended there, it would be a sweet story. But karmic stories rarely turn when you think they will. They turn when you start believing you are safe from consequence. Because here is the core issue. Aaron wanted a good result. He did not want to consistently plague good causes. He wanted a good wife. He did not want to fully become a worthy husband. He wanted stability. He did not want to release the habits that made him feel important. He wanted respect. He did not want to cultivate real respect for others in his own heart. As the wedding date approached, work became busier. Social events increased. Dinners with clients, drinks with colleagues, late nights framed as responsibility. And Aaron began telling himself a sentence that has destroyed more blessings than most people realize. "This is the last chance to have fun. After marriage, I will settle down." Do you hear how sweet that sentence sounds to the ego? It sounds reasonable. It sounds normal. It sounds like a small, harmless bargain. But that sentence is often the beginning of karmic debt. Because it turns commitment into a cage you plan to escape. It turns marriage into a contract you plan to cheat emotionally. It turns a sacred vow into a temporary phase. And the most ruthless part is this. Every time you tell yourself later, you train yourself to betray the present. Aaron had a group chat with friends. They joked. They drank. They teased each other. They shared suggestive content. Sometimes they introduced each other to what they called resources. Women, contacts, opportunities. Aaron used to see it as brotherhood. He thought it was harmless. He carried a belief that many people carry. And this belief is a form of ignorance. As long as I do not get caught, it is not betrayal. As long as I do not take it seriously, it does not count. As long as I come home at the end, it is fine. This is not innocence. This is ignorance dressed as confidence. In Buddhist language, Ignorance is not simply not knowing right and wrong. Ignorance is knowing something is wrong, but giving yourself a reason anyway. Ignorance is the mind that wants the benefit without the responsibility. Ignorance is the mind that wants pleasure without consequence. Greed, anger, and ignorance are called the three poisons for a reason. Greed is especially good at disguise. It wears the costume of social skill. It wears the costume of stress relief. It wears the costume of masculinity. It wears the costume of everybody does it. Then one day, on a business trip, the line moved. It did not move in a big dramatic leap. It moved like a gentle slope. That night clients drank late. People suggested going to sing and keep the party going. Aaron hesitated. A colleague laughed and said, "You are about to get married. This is your last chance. Do not be boring." Aaron felt his pride get pulled. He loosened. He went. Later, a woman from sales leaned close. She said she had just been dumped. She looked vulnerable. Her eyes were rained. Her voice was soft. She said she just needed someone to talk to. This is how temptation often enters. Not as a monster, as a story, as a scene where you can feel like a hero, as a scene where you can feel wanted without responsibility. Aaron told himself he was just being kind, just listening, just comforting. But kindness without boundaries can become selfishness in disguise. They drank more. The room got louder. The lights got softer. The night got later. And then Aaron crossed a line he believed would not affect his marriage. He told himself, "It is just once. It is an accident. I still love Lana." This is where the karma rule becomes ruthless. Karma does not only judge your declaration of love. Karma measures your discipline, your respect, your restraint, and your honesty. You can say you love someone and still harm them. You can say you are loyal and still train disloyalty in your nervous system. You can say it will not happen again, and still strengthen the habit that makes it happen again. This is why, in practice, vows matter more than feelings. Feelings change. Vows shape the mind. When Aaron returned home, he saw Lena cooking. An apron, quiet movements, a peaceful back turned toward him, and for a moment, guilt rose like hot liquid in his throat. He almost confessed, but then he saw the wedding calendar in his mind. Parents, invitation, friends, deposits, expectations. So he swallowed the truth. He thought, if I do not say it, nothing changes. If I say it, everything collapses. That thought is another form of ignorance. Because hiding the truth does not freeze karma. Hiding the truth only moves karma into the shadow. From that day, Aaron changed inside. Not because he became evil, but because his inner frequency got dirtier. When you do something you know is wrong, you become restless. You become sensitive. You fear being exposed. You become defensive. You become easily irritated. And here is the part most people do not want to admit. You often begin to criticize the person you harmed. Why? Because if you can make them look less valuable in your mind, your guilt feels smaller. If you can make them annoying, boring, too serious, too sensitive, then your betrayal feels less cruel. This is how the mind protects itself. Lana noticed the change. She was subtle, steady, observant. She did not accuse him immediately. She respected him enough to watch carefully. She asked gentle question. "You seem distracted lately. Are you okay?" Aaron said, "Work stress." Lana nodded and offered support. "Let us think together. Let us not let stress swallow you." Her kindness made Aaron more guilty. His guilt made him want to escape. His escape showed up as irritation. He snapped more. He criticized her tone. He acted like she was controlling him. This is how anger disguises itself. Greed wants more. Anger pushes away what threatens greed. Ignorance makes you blind to your own pattern. When these three combine, a person loses clarity. 2 months before the wedding, Lana saw messages on his phone. Not a clear confession. Not a dramatic love letter, but the kind of late-night tone that signals emotional betrayal. The kind of words that try to create intimacy without responsibility. Many people would say that is not proof. But a woman with wisdom does not only read words. She reads the energy behind the words. She reads the pattern. She reads the hidden choice. Lana did not explode. She put the phone back quietly. That night she asked him to walk with her. Understreetled. She asked a simple question. Have you betrayed me? Aaron reacted fast. No. Why would you think that? Lana looked at him calmly. You answered too quickly. That sentence is terrifying because it reveals something real. When someone asks a serious question and you answer too quickly, you are not answering from truth. You are answering from defense. A relationship often breaks not from the first mistake, but from the second mistake. The second mistake is protecting the first mistake by harming the other person. You would rather make them feel crazy than admit you weren't clean. You would rather accuse them of mistrust than face your own betrayal. You would rather destroy their confidence than lose your image. This is ego at its most ruthless. Lana stayed quiet for a long time. Then she said, in a voice that did not shout, but cut deeper than shouting, I do not want to marry someone who is not honest. Aaron panicked. He tried to explain. He tried to minimize. It was nothing serious. I did not mean it. I was just playing. I will change. But do you hear how those words sound? If betrayal is just playing, what is marriage? If loyalty is optional, what is commitment? If honesty is negotiable, what is trust? Lana gave him 3 days to tell the full truth. Not because she wanted drama, but because she wanted to see whether he could face himself. Day 1 he avoided. Day 2 he avoided. Day 3 he admitted only a small part. He thought partial truth could save the wedding. But Lana was not asking for a clean story. She was asking for a clean heart. She did not need him to be perfect. She needed him to be real. So she ended the engagement. The day the wedding was canceled, both families collapsed emotionally. His mother cried and cursed him. Her father shook with anger. Lana herself was strangely calm. She said one sentence to Aaron that became like a bell in his mind. I wish you well, but I will not hand my life to luck. That sentence is the essence of the karma rule. A mature person does not build a life on gambling. A wise person does not marry someone who relies on luck instead of discipline. After the cancellation, money had to be refunded. Invitations were retracted. Rumors spread. Friends talked. Some blamed Lana for being too harsh. Some blamed Aaron for being stupid. Aaron hid. He felt shame. He felt rage. He felt self-pity. He kept repeating, it was just once. But karma does not argue with your excuses. Karma hands you results. Aaron fell into a dark period. He could not sleep. He snapped at people. He made mistakes at work. Clients complained. His manager warned him. He drank more. And the more he drank, the emptier he felt. One morning, after a night of restless shame, he stared at the ceiling and asked himself a question he had avoided his whole adult life. What am I actually chasing? He thought he was chasing freedom. He found loneliness. He thought he was chasing pleasure. He found shame. He thought he was chasing status. He found emptiness. This is often the night before awakening. Many awakenings do not happen in light. They happen in pain. Pain becomes a harsh teacher. Pain says, you cannot keep living like this. One rainy day, Aaron walked past a temple. The rain was light, the kind that makes the world feel muted. He saw people inside chanting, not loudly, but steadily. The sound was simple and calm, like water washing stone. He did not go in to ask for blessing. He did not go in to bargain. He went in because his heart felt too loud and he needed silence. He sat in a corner. He listened, and tears came, not from emotion, but from exhaustion. The exhaustion of carrying two selves, the public self and the secret self. After the chanting ended, an elderly teacher walked over. The teacher did not ask for details. He asked one question. Is your mind chaotic? Aaron nodded. Then the teacher asked another question. Do you know why it is chaotic? Aaron shook his head. The teacher said a sentence that sounds simple, but carries a lifetime of dharma. You handed your mind to desire, so your mind is chaotic. You handed your life to luck, so your life is bitter. That sentence centered Aaron like a key. Aaron talked with the teacher for a long time. He said he regretted it. He said he wanted Lana back. He said he wanted to fix everything. The teacher listened, then said calmly, the person you must recover is not her. The person you must recover is your own mind. If your mind is not recovered, even if another good partner appears, you will push her away too. Aaron asked, what should I do? The teacher did not give mystical instructions. He gave 3 plain practices that sound ordinary, but are actually profound. He told Aaron to guard body, speech, and mind. He told him to start with the hardest part, the part that controlled him most: indulgence and desire. Not because desire is evil in itself, but because uncontrolled indulgence removes your backbone. When desire pulls you, wisdom becomes dull, compassion becomes thin, integrity becomes negotiable, and karma begins to accumulate debt. Then he told Aaron to train mindfulness every day, a fixed period, not as a performance, as training. A scattered mind needs an anchor. The anchor is not decoration. The anchor is for the moment temptation comes. When you can see it, pause and turn away. That is concentration. When you can turn away, that is wisdom. Then he told Aaron something that many people avoid. Do real compensation, not by chasing Lana, not by begging, not by manipulating, but by turning your selfishness into service. If you used selfishness to harm, use compassion to help. If you used luck to cheat karma, use honesty to face life. Aaron started. At first it was hard, especially the first practice. Cutting indulgence felt like cutting the sweetest addiction. His body felt restless. His mind felt itchy. His phone felt like a hook. He realized something humiliating. He thought he was in control. He was already controlled. He deleted numbers. He left group chats. He reduced drinking. He avoided certain gatherings. His friends mocked him. They called him dramatic. They said he was acting superior. At first he felt the old need to explain. Then he swallowed it, because he understood something new. He was not trying to prove anything to friends. He was fighting his own habits. At night, he sat under a small lamp and recited a simple practice. Sometimes just a name. Sometimes just breath. The point was not magical words. The point was to return the mind to a clean place. And as he practiced, guilt would rise. Memories would attack. Scenes would replay. He wanted to escape, but the teacher had told him something important. Repentance is not self-hatred. Repentance is admitting the debt. If you do not admit, the karma stays tight. If you admit, the karma begins to loosen. So Aaron practiced a plain repentance. Not poetic, not dramatic, just 3 honest sentences. Again and again, until they stopped being words and became a new identity. I admit I was wrong and I stopped making excuses. I accept consequences and I stop blaming others. From today, I plant new causes and I will prove it with time. This is the beginning of real cultivation. Not chanting to feel spiritual. Not talking about dharma to look wise. But changing behavior when nobody is clapping. He started volunteering. Simple work. Carrying supplies. Helping in places where nobody cared about his image. At first it felt humiliating. Then it felt freeing. Because service starves ego. When ego starves, the heart becomes lighter. When the heart becomes lighter, wisdom can appear. Months passed. Aaron did not become a saint, but his life began to stabilize. His sleep improved. His mood steadied. His work errors decreased. His relationships became cleaner. and something deeper happened. He stopped needing chaos to feel alive. That is a huge karmic transformation. Many people think the main issue is the act of betrayal. The deeper issue is the addiction to stimulation and the weakness of restraint. If you do not repair that, the surface behavior might change for a while, but the inner hunger will find a new doorway. Later, Aaron met another woman. Let us call her Hope. She was not the same as Lana. Lana had a kind of intimidating steadiness, like a mirror that forced you to grow. Hope was gentler, more openly warm, kind, willing to learn together. This time Aaron did not rush into romance as a trophy. He spoke honestly about his boundaries and his past. He did not glorify it. He did not hide it. He did not make himself the victim. He said, "I have learned it the hard way. I want to live cleanly now." They built slowly. Aaron kept his daily mindfulness. He continued volunteering. When conflict arose, he practiced pausing before speaking. He learned a practice that sounds almost childish, but can save a marriage. When emotion rises, pause 3 seconds. In those 3 seconds, you are choosing between karma and chaos. In those 3 seconds, you can notice anger before it becomes speech. In those 3 seconds, you can notice fear before it becomes control. In those 3 seconds, you can notice pride before it becomes cruelty. And slowly, his new relationship became steady. Now let me step back and tell you what the story is really warning you about. A relationship is not destroyed by fate most of the time. It is destroyed by inner poisons that you refuse to train. Greed says, "I want both stability and excitement." Anger says, "I will push away the person who reflects my guilt." Ignorance says, "It does not count if nobody knows." And this is why the karma rule is ruthless. What you do in secret becomes what you are. What you repeat becomes your destiny. What you excuse becomes your character. Now I want to speak directly to you, because some of you are watching this and thinking, "I have never cheated. This does not apply to me." Listen carefully. The outer story is about betrayal, but the inner teaching is about something bigger. Do you sabotage good things with small gambles? When life finally gives you a chance, do you treat it with reverence? Or do you treat it like it will always be there? Some people sabotage relationships with flirtation. Some sabotage with lies. Some sabotage with secret spending. Some sabotage with addiction. Some sabotage with constant criticism. Some sabotage with refusing responsibility. The form changes. The karma rule stays the same. Small gambles become habits. Habits become character. Character becomes fate. This is why it is not enough to meet a good partner. You must become a person who can protect goodness. Let me translate that into simple daily reality. If you are dating someone rare, someone loyal, steady, sincere, someone who wants to build, then the moment you meet them, your responsibility increases. Not in a heavy way, but in a sacred way. Because a good partner is like a lamp. When a lamp arrives, you protect it. You do not use it to show off. You do not leave it in the wind. You do not gamble with it. If you use the lamp to show off, a strong wind will extinguish it. If you protect the lamp, even strong wind cannot take it away. Now, there is a crucial part of the teaching that many people misunderstand. They think the ruthless karma rule is meant to scare you, to control you, to make you anxious. It is not. The rule is meant to free you. Because if you understand cause and effect, you stop gambling. If you stop gambling, your mind becomes calmer. If your mind becomes calmer, your relationships become safer. If your relationships become safer, your life becomes more stable. Karma is not only punishment. Karma is protection. If you respect it. Now I want to take you even deeper into the psychology, because some of you will recognize yourself. Why would someone ruin a relationship that is good? Sometimes it is not because they do not love the person. Sometimes it is because they do not feel worthy of the stability. A good relationship exposes your immaturity. A good relationship exposes your weak discipline. A good relationship exposes the parts of you that still want to be a teenager emotionally. So the ego panics. The ego says, if I can create chaos, then I do not have to face growth. If I can make this relationship collapse, then I do not have to become responsible. This is unconscious self-sabotage. And karma does not care whether your sabotage was conscious or unconscious. Karma responds to what you didn't, what you reinforced. That is why spiritual practice always returns to the same foundation. Guard your mind. Train your attention. Strengthen your vows. Protect your speech. Clean your intention. Now I want to offer you a long reflection that might feel like it is aimed at your future self. Imagine you are 5 years older than you are now. Imagine you are sitting alone at night, and you remember the person who once loved you sincerely. You remember their patience. You remember their steadiness. You remember the way they tried. You remember the way they believed in you. Now imagine you also remember the moment you betrayed them, or lied, or crossed a boundary, or chose ego over honesty. Imagine you remember how easy it felt in the moment, how justified it felt, how harmless it felt. Then imagine the aftermath, the coldness, the silence, the broken trust, the loss of a future that could have been peaceful. That pain is not only emotional, it is karmic, because karma pain is not only regret. Karma pain is the realization that you traded something priceless for something temporary. So what is the antidote? Not fear, not self-hatred, not moral performance. The antidote is reverence and restraint. Reverence means you treat blessings as fragile. Not because the universe is cruel, but because impermanence is real. A good person can walk away. A good opportunity can end. A good season can pass. Restraint means you do not feed impulses just because they appear. You let craving rise and fall without obeying it. You let anger rise and fall without speaking it. You let pride rise and fall without defending it. This is freedom. Now let me bring the story to a close with the 3 reminders that are hidden inside it. And I want you to hear them as if they are meant for your own life, not for Aaron. If you are about to marry, do not treat the time before marriage as the last window to indulge. Treat it as the key period to build merit, build trust, build discipline, build stability. A wedding ceremony does not create commitment. Daily restraint creates commitment. Daily honesty creates commitment. Daily respect creates commitment. If you are already married, do not panic. Cultivation always starts now. Clean your boundaries now. End secret intimacy now. Stop feeding slippery conversations now. Choose transparency now. Every small, clean choice is planting new causes. And if you have already lost someone good, do not drown in regret. Use regret as a teacher. Turn pain into practice. Repent without self-hatred. Admit the debt. Stop blaming. Start planting new causes. Because karma does not close the door forever. Karma only asks whether you truly changed. Now I want to share a personal style observation. The kind you only learn by watching many relationships, many heartbreaks, many reconnection. People often confuse comfort with love. They confuse possession with love. They confuse indulgence with freedom. But real comfort is inner stability. Real love is protecting the other person's sense of safety. Real freedom is not being controlled by desire. The more you call indulgence freedom, the more you become a slave to appetite. And a person who is a slave to appetite will eventually betray something important, even if they swear they will not. That is why practice matters. Practice is not decoration. Practice is training. Training is protection. Now, as we end, I want to invite you into a very simple action. Something you can do today that can change the direction of your relationships. Before you sleep tonight, ask yourself one question. What is the smallest boundary I need to strengthen to protect my future? Then do one thing within 48 hours. Delete one contact that pulls you into secret energy. Leave one group chat that normalizes disrespect. Stop one habit that makes you numb. Say one honest sentence to your partner. Apologize once without defending yourself. One small action is not small in karma. One small action is a seed. And now I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a moment where a great connection almost got destroyed by your own impulse, your own ego, your own desire to gamble? How did you pull yourself back? Or, if you did not pull yourself back and you lost something precious, what did it teach you? Share your story in the comments. Your story might save someone else from repeating the same pattern. If this message helped you see something more clearly, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment so I know you are here. If you want to support longer and deeper content, consider becoming a member so we can keep making teachings that are not only inspiring, but truly practical in daily life. Thank you for spending this time with me. Protect what is good. Respect cause and effect. Train the mind. And I will see you in the next one.
Life gets noisy. Work, stress, expectations. Sometimes we lose touch with the quiet part of ourselves. Bracelet isn't just an accessory. It's a small reminder that you deserve peace. You deserve moments of stillness. You deserve to hold on to your inner balance. If one of these bracelets speaks to your heart, you'll find the purchase link in the description below. And even more auctions available on our channel's shop page. Pick home the one that feels right.